Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says, go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats!
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics. For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve. Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional man welding team. support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up. Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Good evening and welcome to Lovington Lady Cat Volleyball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle filling in for Dawn Morgan. She is on assignment tonight. Final game of the regular season tonight, and it'll be the final game of the season for the Lady Cats. Some additions to the roster for tonight, as the Lady Cats have, looks like a full roster tonight. You'll have number 2, Ruiz, number 3, Dunlap, number 4, Hernandez, number 6, Ruiz. That's Naomi Ruiz. Number 12, Hadley Pondo. Number 13, Rosa Villarreal. Number 14, Jackie Pondo. Number 16, Jabri Rios. Number 21, Isabella Chavarria. Then they've also added number 7, Silva, number 8, Soto, and number 30, Hernandez. The Lady Cats are in the home white unis with the blue accents, blue letters and numbers, of course, taking on Artesia, the number 4 team in the state. So Lovington already falling to Artesia 3-0 just a couple of weeks ago there in Artesia. So no matter what happens tonight, this will probably do it for the Lady Cats season. Artesia, number 4 in the state. Just a tough draw for Lovington this year as, 3 of the top 5 or 6 teams in the state are in Lovington's district. For Artesia, you got number 0, Brecken Miller, number 1, Ellie Magaye, number 2, Kirtland Miller, number 3, Jackie Tovar, number 4, Kaylee Padilla, number 5, Ashton Kraft, number 6, Megan Martinez, number 7, Caitlin Addington, number 8, Jenna Whitmire, number 9, Adrian Harvey, number 10, Avery Frederick, number 11, Demery Howard, and number 14, Brooklyn Ivans. So just about ready to go in this one, the final game of the season for your Lovington Lady Cats. Well, the teams are out on the court, and we are ready to go. Of course, Lovington under Denise Sines and Artesia under head coach Alan Williams. Artesia 17-5 on the season. So here we go as Ivans will serve it up, and we are ready here at Wildcat Gym tonight. As Ivans comes up, puts it over the net. Hernandez gets that one clean, and then it'll come to Dunlap, who sends it way too far. A little too much on that one, and that one will be out and a point for Artesia. So Artesia up early, 1-0. Just now underway. Ivan serves that one. A dying Quail. She'll get an ace on that one. Nothing Hernandez can do to get to that one. And it is quickly 2-0 in favor of Artesia. The JV Lady Cats losing 2-0 just before we came on, as that one will be an unforced error on Ivans and out. So Lovington will get the point and the serve. Starting things off on the service line for Lovington, it'll be Jabri Rios. So Jabri back, and she'll send that one. That one comes over. It'll be dug out. Then over to the far side, attempted kill. Lovington handles it, and then just a free ball sent back over. Artesia setting it up, coming to the near side, just a little poke over. Nice job there by Villarreal to put it up, but unfortunately cannot get it over, and nobody home. So give the point and the serve back to Artesia. Now 3-1 our score, 3 serving 1. That'll be Brecken Miller back to serve. She'll toss that one over as Hernandez, and it just to get a hand on it, and then a free ball sent over, clears the net. Artesia sets it up into the middle, and then another free ball comes over, and a kill right into the middle as give the kill to Caitlin Addington. So quickly a 4-0 score here tonight. Pardon me, that's Whitmire back serving.
Whitmire up and over. Lovington digs it out nicely into the middle to Dunlap. She puts it over, blocked at the net. Then on third contact, Artesia will get it back over, and that'll be a kill from the left corner for Kaylee Padilla, and a 5-1 run to start the match. Not what the Lady Cats wanted to see here tonight at all. So another service point for Whitmire as she will jump that one up. Goes to the back line, and that'll be an ace for Whitmire. Has snuck in just past the back line. Nothing that Hernandez could do about that one. Thought it was going to go long. Unfortunately, did not. So another service point for Whitmire, an ace this time. She'll put that one over. That one's handled by Hernandez to the front line. And then over, an attempted kill by Pondo. Artesia handles it, then sending a spinner over. Lovington gets the contact. Dunlap back over. Dug out by Ivins, then to the net, and then a kill shot. That'll be up and down by Addington. Her second kill of the match, and it's a 7-1 run to start things off. Ouch. 2 aces already. As Whitmire back to serve once again. The jump serve puts it up and over. Dug out from the back row, then into the middle for Dunlap. Blocked at the net. Lovington handles, trying to set it up near side for Pondo. She'll put it over and give Jackie Pondo the kill, and Lovington the point and the serve back. Breaks a little run there by Artesia. As Hernandez will check out. Coming in her place will be Isabella Chavarria. And on the serve, good one, gets over. Artesia time to set it though, and then the attempted kill, and no attempt there. It'll be the third kill for Addington. And give the point and the serve back to the Lady Bulldogs. Another sub coming is Jabri Rios back in for Lovington. You know, they changed the call. They say it was 4 hits, so Lovington will have the point and the serve back. So Lovington, on an unforced error, makes it 7-3. Back over, setting it up, running through. It blocked at the net. Nice job over there by Chavarria, and then to the net, and that one will go to Lovington. They will get the point. Villarreal with a couple of service points now, and Lovington has cut the deficit to 7-4. So now 4 serving 7. Villarreal back to send it away. Up and over, then into the middle, and the kill is up and down, and yep, they're going to say that'll be the kill in the middle for Padilla, her second kill. Lovington with a bit of a rally there. And now Artesia back to it with Miller. She'll send it over, good contact, but it'll be a free ball over, then close to the net, and on third contact back over, partially blocked at the net. Lovington to it, Villarreal sets it into the middle, then just a little pushover, and then a kill from the back row, just a lay out and hit it and hope something good happens for Brooklyn Ivins, and it does. Lovington not prepared for that one, thought they had him. Miller to serve once again. Lovington sets, then sends the free ball over to the net, trying to set it up left side. Good contact for the Lady Cats. Now back to the middle, onto the near side, and then just a little pushover. Nice job there by Chavarria to get to it, and then put it up and down, and it'll be a soft kill for Dunlap. Lovington will get the point, so now 5 serving 9. As Dunlap will go back to serve. Of course, normally final game of the season, you get senior night. Lovington has 0 seniors on the roster. A young squad for Coach Sides as Dunlap on the serve, and then an attempted kill pushed into the net. It'll be a point for Lovington. So the Lady Cats kind of got over the initial jitters and now starting to settle in just a bit as Dunlap back to serve, puts it up and over. On the near side, nice dig there. Lovington gets to it, have to send the free ball over, got to stay in system. Pushed right to the net, then over to the far side, and a kill with authority on that far side there by Padilla. So now we've got a 10-6 score in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. Just underway, first set here at Wildcat Gym. So now Padilla back to serve, and she'll get the ace. And make this an 11-6 ball game. Lovington done a pretty nice job so far, staying in system. Making the returns. Padilla will send it away again. Hot one, too hot to handle, and that'll be back-to-back aces for Kaylee Padilla. And now Artesia doubling back up on Lovington. Lovington just 4-19 on the year. But going with a short roster, and that one will be dug this time. So Lovington with a chance to return it as Dunlap sends it over. Push towards the net, then to the front. Attempted kill. Lovington handles it. Setting it up, then to Dunlap. She'll just pump it back over. Artesia back at the net. Another attempted kill, and that one goes long. So Lovington will get the point and the serve back. So now it'll be 7 serving 12. Lady Cats trailing final game of the season. Jackie Pondo with a kill back to serve. The Lady Cats try and claw back into this one. As that one comes over to the front line. Then over, attempted kill, and Dunlap slips down. Lovington manages to recover, get it back over. Over and then a long shot, and that one will be long. So nice job by the Lady Cats to survive that rally. And Pondo back to serve once again. And gets that one over the net. That back to about the 10-foot line. Attempted kill. Dunlap will dig it out. And Lovington, nothing they can do about it. And that will make this a 13-8 score. And so it'll go back onto the service for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs with Miller. So Miller back to serve. Puts it over with a 13-8 score. And kind of a screwball over for Lovington by Chavarria. And then Artesia sends one basically into the back gym. So Lovington will get the service back. And I never changed it the last time, so with the serve back now, it'll be Chavarria back to serve. 9 serving 13. Wounded Quail over. Nice job there by Chavarria with the ace. And Lovington has cut it to within 3. Lady Cats continue to fight under Coach Size. Chavarria back, and she'll send that one over. Handled by Padilla, then to the front row, and then just a little soft one over by Whitmire. Gives Lovington a chance to set it up. Attempted kill, blocked at the net. Now you'll give the partial kills there to Howard and to Whitmire. And back to Artesia with a 14-10 score. So to serve it, it'll be Ashton Kraft. Up and over, and that'll be an ace for Kraft. And now 15-10 the score. So Kraft with the ace. Stretches Artesia's lead back out to 5. Kraft to it, up and over. And the set, and Lovington, nice job returning that one. And just a little soft one put over by Miller. Lovington with an opportunity to stay in system. Attempted kill in the middle by Rios, then sent back over by the Lady Bulldogs. Back to Rios, sends that one towards the back line, and then just a little pushover by Kirtland Miller. And now it is a 16-10 score, and timeout going to be taken by Lovington. We'll take it with them. Lady Cat Volleyball continues. Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says, go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats.
Out of the Lovington timeout, Artesia stays on the serve. And that'll be Kraft back to serve once again. 16 serving 10, first set here in the final game of the regular season. And Kraft will send that one long and give the service back to Lovington. Good evening. I'm TJ Miracle. Don Morgan on assignment tonight. Braden Cooper joining in, running camera tonight. Thanks, Braden. Makes my life a whole lot easier. So some subs coming in for the Lady Bulldogs as Jackie Tovar will come in as Kraft will go take a seat. So Lovington back on the serve. And up and over, dug by Miller to the front line, then over. And that'll be an easy kill for Whitmire. That'll be her second kill of the match. And make this a 17-11 matchup. Again, been a tough season for Coach Size and her squad, but still out there fighting, still out there battling. Again, awful tough when 3 of the top 5 teams in the state are in your district. So that'll be Brooklyn Ivins back to serve. Puts over a dying Quail, then right at the net. Nice pushover on the front line by Villarreal as Artesia sets it up, and then the kill on the far side. Another one there for Padilla. That'll be her 4th kill of the match. And Ivins will serve it once again. 18-11, getting late here in the first set. The Lady Cats trail, but have battled. So Ivins puts it up and over, dying Quail, and that'll be another ace for Ivins. That'll be her second ace of the match and make it 19-11. Of course, after tonight, there is no tomorrow for the Lady Cats. Artesia will await the selection show, and then an error by Ivins gets Lovington back in. Artesia expecting probably to be a top 5, top 6 seed. They'd like to stay at number 4 to get that first round bye. They'll set it. Padilla into the net. Lovington will get the score. So they've managed to keep it close as Hernandez with another point. Or wasn't Hernandez, pardon me, off the serve. That's Rios back there, and then attempted kill blocked at the net. Nice job by the Lady Cats. Artesia recovers. Then a little pushover, and that one will fall out as pushing it a little too far to the right was Whitmire. So Lovington back to within 5 to keep this match interesting as a service point for Jabri Rios. So Jabri up and over, dug out by Miller. Into the front, and then just a little pushover, almost a palm ball there, and that one will go over. And a kill will be credited to Whitmire, her 3rd. Again, almost a palm ball there, but both your officials right there on it, they didn't see it, so must have been clean. And now Whitmire back to serve once again. She's up and over, sends that one, and that'll be an ace. This came off the hands of Hadley Pondo, a little bit funny. Whitmire now with 2 aces in the match, and it is 21-14 here in the first set. Whitmire up, puts that one over. Nice dig out there by Pondo to the front. Dunlap going to get blocked at the net on the attempted kill, and then she'll send that one up, and that one will go long. And another point in the book for the orange and black of Artesia. Whitmire with the big jump serve, and that one a net ball, but comes over and hits Shaylin in the face, and then confusion as they get out of system, and yep, they're going to say 4 hits. Now Artesia is within 2 points of wrapping this one up. 23 serving 14. Whitmire, she'll net serve that one. So Lovington gets it back with a chance to claw back here in this first set. Rosa Villarreal, 2 service points for her in this first set. She has been the most effective server, at least in the early going of this one. Puts a good one over. Good movement on that one. Artesia handles it. Tempted kill. That one will go spinning back towards the middle. Give Artesia a chance to set it up. Miller into the middle, and then that one spiked way long by Padilla. And so Lovington still in this one. 26-13. Villarreal, a sneaky serve. That one kind of knuckles at the end. And Lovington with an opportunity to put it back, and that one will fall out. No, the Lady Cats continue to fight back here in set number 1. A 7-1 run to start things for Artesia, but Lovington has battled back and kept it interesting since then as Padilla shoots that one wide. And Lovington doing a nice job on the serve, staying in system. Back to within 5. And down by as much as 8, now back to 5. Up and over for Villarreal, then onto the far side, a little punch over. Getting a hand on it there is Villarreal, and then Dunlap will send it over. Ivans with first contact, then over with Padilla, and that one will be tipped at the line. And so Artesia will have set point as that one was tipped at the net by Lovington. That'll be Kirtland Miller with a chance to end this first set. Set point. First attempt up. Lovington handles, then to Dunlap, and then feeds it in and blocked at the net by Padilla. And that will do it in set number 1 as Lovington will lose at 25-18 in set number 1. We'll take a break. Be back with set 2 as Lovington Lady Cat Volleyball continues. Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics. For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve. Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community, so bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
And welcome back to Wildcat Gym as we get ready for the start of set number 2. Artesia winning set number 1, 25-18. The final in that one. Artesia ran out to a 7-1 lead and then really never looked back. Lovington had some moments though where they got it back down to 3 at one point and were just never quite able to finish climbing the hill. Just a couple of kills for Lovington, one for Pondo, one for Dunlap in that first set. Off the service of Rosa Villarreal, though, they did score 4 service points. Isabella Chavarria had an ace in that first set, too, so nice job for her. But Artesia just came out and tried to swarm early. But Lovington kept it close, tried to make it interesting. It will be Lovington serve to start the second set. I'm TJ Miracle, Dawn Morgan on assignment tonight. Braden Cooper joining in to run camera. Appreciate that as we continue on through the evening. Here, final game of the regular season. Artesia looking to improve to 18-5 on the year, 4-2 in district. It will wind up as second in district, behind Goddard, who's number 2 in the state. And a nice block at the net. Good job there by Pondo and Dunlap to give Lovington the early 1-0 lead. Service there for Jabri Rios, her second service point of the match. So that's how you want to start out. Good positioning. Everybody stayed in system as that one sent well long. So the unforced error have kind of been a problem for Lovington. Of course, you're talking about a very, very young team, not a single senior on this team. 4 juniors that have seen significant time, and some sophomores. So now it'll be Ivins back to serve it up. She'll put it to the front row, then to Dunlap, partially blocked at the net. Artesia gets back to it, and Dunlap will get the kill as Artesia not able to handle it. And so give it back to Lovington. And back to serve will be Pondo. Well, Pondo sends a good one over, died right at the end. Artesia manages to dig it out with Padilla. Then an unforced error, and now Lovington up by 3-0 the score. Said Pondo, that was actually Villarreal, pardon me. So Villarreal, the most consistent server for Lovington, puts it back up and over. Spins at the end. Artesia settles it down. And then sending that one long is Whitmire. And so Lovington on a 4-0 run to start things off here in the second set. Down 1-0. Final game of the season. Villarreal puts that one up and over. Unfortunately out. Side out on the serve. So give it back to the Lady Bulldogs. Whitmire back to serve. Whitmire had 2 aces in that first set off 7 service points. Now they say let's go as Whitmire will send it up and over. That one towards the rafters. Set up by Villarreal, then just a little pushover by Chavarria. And over to the far side, and way too much mustard on that one for Kaylee Padilla. And Lovington up by a score of 5-2. And they'll get the service back as Dunlap back to serve with a 3-point lead. Jalen puts that one over, close to the net. Artesia handles it, then blocked at the net. Nice job there by Chavarria, but a little bit too close to it, and Artesia will get the point. He's checking in for the Lady Bulldogs. Avery Frederick comes in place of Adrian Harvey. And they'll send Kirtland Miller back to serve. Over onto the far side. A great kill put down by Adley Pondo. That'll be her second kill of the match. And Lovington looking like almost a completely different squad here in this second set, leading it 6-3. That one got sailed a little bit. That's all right. Recovered is now Jackie Pondo back to serve it, and Coach Williams says, all right, this isn't going quite like I thought it needed to. Let's take the time out and talk about it. Second set, Lovington leading 6-3 after dropping set one, 25-18. We'll be back. More Lady Cat Volleyball, Lovington Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat Volleyball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Also, HobbsAmerica.com and the KZOR Facebook page. I'm TJ Miracle. Big thanks to all of our great sponsors who make Lovington Wildcat and Lady Cat Athletics possible. See them there at the bottom of your screen. You hear their ads. Support those folks who support your kids. Make sure that we never have to charge you to watch your kids and your teams playing. We don't have to beg for donations either. As on the serve, Pondo puts it over. Artesia tries to settle it down. Got to stay in system, close to the net, and nope, too close. And so Artesia takes the timeout and will get the point and the serve. It's Kaylee Padilla in to serve. She had 2 aces to go along with 5 kills in the first set. Actually, 4 kills in the first set. She's had 1 in this one. So she's back to try and get Artesia back into this one. 6-4, Lovington in the lead. Still in the early going to the second set, and that one just spins over at an almost impossible angle to handle. So the third ace of the match for Kaylee Padilla gets Artesia back to within 1. She goes just to the right side of the basketball side, and she'll send that one long, and Lovington up by 2 with the serve back. And that'll be Isabella Chavarria back, the junior outside hitter. Artesia to it, and then an attempted kill up and over, sending that one well long was Demery Howard. And so Lovington stretching it up to a 3-point lead. Chavarria had an ace in the first set. And now she has Lovington up by 3. Dug out by Miller to the front row and over. And that one down is Frederick. Lovington handles it. Third contact, though, have to get it over. Nice job for Pondo. Pulled off the net and then a punch over. Dunlap with first contact, then pushed over by Villarreal. And she'll send that one and right into the hands of the side judge over there. And so give the serve and the point to Artesia. V6 serving 8 is Brecken Miller. Back to serve the libero for the Lady Bulldogs. That one comes just right over, skims the top of the net. And sent over by Pondo, and then just a little pushover from the middle. Flying through there was Whitmire, and she'll get the kill, and it doesn't have to be a hard one. And we are back to a 1-point game with Miller at the serve for Artesia. So up and over, that one some spin on it. Hernandez digs it out, then into the middle. Chavarria pushing it over with both hands to the front of the net, and then over, and then sent long on the attempted kill on the far side by Demery Howard. Lovington back up by 2. Coming in for the Lady Cats will be Soto to serve. Soto in addition to the roster tonight. And right to the net and gives Soto the service point. And back to a 3-point Lady Cat lead. Really, this has been a pretty even matchup, except for the very beginning of it. And they're discussing something here. And nope, Lovington said, no, we did something wrong, and so they're going to give the point to Artesia. So 9-8, and darn it, it's good to be honest. Lovington still up by 1 with Frederick back to serve. Pardon me, that's Harvey to serve. Lovington on third contact, gets it over. Into the front, the setup on the far side, and that'll be a hard shot down, and first contact made by Hernandez. It was not a good touch. Dunlap lays out to try and get it, but knocks it sideways, and we are tied now at 9 apiece. Harvey sends it back over. That one skims the top of the net. Set up on the far side. Rios sends that one long. And so now Artesia with their first lead of the match, or of the set, I should say. They led the first set from start to finish. Now they've taken the lead. Lovington up by as much as 4 here in this second set. Al's win, you got to keep it together, and then just a little underhand flip by Whitmire. And now it is a 12-9 contest, and timeout taken by Coach Size. We are in the second set, 11-9, Artesia in the lead and with the serve. We'll be back as Lovington Lady Cat Volleyball continues on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Out of the Lovington timeout, welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat Volleyball from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. I'm TJ Miracle. So Coach Sides has seen her team go from at one point up by 4 to now down by 2, 11-9 in the middle portion of the second set. Adrian Harvey, the senior setter, back to serve once again. She'll put that one over. Hernandez pushes it towards the net instead of up. Can't do that. And this is a team that's still learning. It has come a long way this season, but looking for the consistency as that one sent up and over. Hernandez sends that one towards the front row where Rios gets to it, and then Hernandez sends it over. And onto the far side, and a kill up and down by Howard, her second kill of the match. And now 13-9, and it is a 4-point lead for Artesia. Kind of feels like the very start of the match back in the first set where Artesia found a little run. And Lovington had to fight back. Now is when they need to stop it. Screwball over. That one will be handled. Then over to Dunlap, and Shaylin will kill that one down. Her 4th kill of the match. Stops the run, gives Lovington the point, and the service back to the Lady Cats. So 13-10. Back to serve will be Jackie Pondo. Pardon me, that's Jabry again. Jabry Rios. So Jabry back to try and get Lovington back into it, and a net serve. And just like that, a point and service back for the Lady Bulldogs as Brooklyn Ivans, couple of aces already, looks to try and stretch out this 4-point lead. So Ivans goes over to the left side of the lane and will put it up and over. Dug out by the Lady Cats. Dunlap just has to send a free ball over on third touch and does not get it done. So now 15-10. So a 5-point lead for Artesia, their biggest of the set. Ivans back over. First contact and then over to the left side and popped long there by Pondo. And another one in the books for the Lady Bulldogs of Artesia. Ivans has to go track that one down. Lovington now trailing by 6. Ivans sends that one, first contact. Into the middle with Dunlap, sends it down and sends it long. I thought that one might have snuck in, but the line judges did not see it that way. So now 17-10 the score. Another service point for Ivans. And she'll hit the ace on that one. A little miscommunication there as Pondo and Jabry not quite sure who was supposed to handle that one. Now 18-10. There was a point where it was 8-4 Lovington, but it has been all Artesia since then. And that one just dies over the net. Shaylin with first contact, then she'll go for the kill, and she'll get the kill. Dunlap, her 5th kill of the match. As Lovington will try and climb back into this one, trailing by 7. Now sending it back to Rosa Villarreal, who's been the most effective server this evening for the Lady Cats. Villarreal up and over. That one knuckles, then comes to the far side. Attempted kill by Whitmire. Lovington will get it back over on third contact. Free ball up and over. Sent by Miller, and then just a little push over. Lovington will get it. They'll push it back over with Pondo. Then an attempted kill, dug out by Rios to the net. Pushed over by Chavarria. Good job there by the Lady Cats, staying in system. Chavarria gets the block, and it will not clear. Chavarria on a long rally, and the Lady Cats staying where they needed to be and playing good heads-up volleyball. Kept that one alive. And then good heads-up play for Chavarria. Villarreal will send that one over. Artesia then brings it back, and the kill shot is down. Yep, it will be Padilla, her 6th kill of the match. And it's now 19-12 in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. With Jenna Whitmire, one of the better servers for Artesia back, as Whitmire sends that one up and over and long. And gives the serve back to the Lady Cats. Serve and the point. So it'll be Dunlap back to serve. Lovington back to within 6, 19-13. Dunlap sends one over. Touchdown, dugout, and then Padilla just going to slam it home between everybody. And now it's 20-13 in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. As Avery Frederick will check in to the left hitter position. Served by Miller. It's that one over. First contact by Rios. Into the front line, popped over by Pondo. And over to the outside hitter, and a nice job blocked by Chavarria at the net. He's very effective over in that right side outside hitter position. So it'll be Jackie Pondo back to serve it. 20-14, 14 serving 20. Here in the second set, and that's a good one over, and that'll be an ace for Jackie Pondo, as that one, it was baseball, be a knuckleball at the end. It didn't move, then all of a sudden it started spinning and just kind of died. Good serve there for Jackie Pondo, the sophomore utility player. First contact by Miller, and over to the far side, and that one is going to be sent long by Frederick. So Lovington back to within 4. Here deep in the second set. Can they fight back? Good movement on that one, but dug by Miller to the front row and then over. And it'll be a kill down by Kaylee Padilla. She sent that one hard right into Jackie Pondo. So now 21-16, and Artesia with the serve back, and Padilla back for that serve. Padilla either hits it into the net or she gets an ace. She'll send that one over. Going to be too hot to handle almost, but Lovington somehow stays alive. Then they scramble back, trying to get back into system. Then just a little push over by Kirtland Miller. And makes this a 22-16 score. 22 serving 16. Here deep in the second set. Padilla up. Lovington digs it out, and then just a mishit and pushed back over. Lovington keeps the rally alive, and then over. Dunlap with first contact, and then dug out on third hit, and nothing they could do about it. So now 23-16. So Padilla now with 5 service points, 3 of them aces. Trying to get this to set point. First contact by Dunlap to Pondo to Chavarria, and they're going to say, out of bounds. So now it will be set point with Padilla on the serve. So Padilla up and over. That's a screamer right over. Lovington makes contact. Now they've got to get it back over. That'll be Pondo. Free ball over. It's set, then into the middle, and then a block in the middle. Nice job by Jabri Rios to keep Lovington alive. So now it'll be 17 serving 24. Sabella Chavarria puts it up and over. Miller digs it to the front line. Good job, Lovington blocking it at the net. Then over to the far side, and then just a little push over by Frederick. Third contact, Lovington has to send it over. Pondo sends the free ball through. Set at the net, then over, and the spinner is down by Avery Frederick, and that'll do it. And set 2 is over. 25-17 is the score. The Lady Bulldogs down the Lady Cats, so it is do or die time. If the Lady Cats want to extend their season out, we'll be back with more Lady Cat Volleyball coming up here on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up. Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, vac trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats!
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat Volleyball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and the KZOR Facebook page. I'm TJ Miracle in for Dawn Morgan tonight on assignment. Braden Cooper running camera for us tonight. So do or die time for the Lady Cats. They dropped the second set 25-17 after they lost the first set 25-18. That's a set I think Lovington's going to look back on and go, woulda, coulda, shoulda. At one point we're up by 4. And had Artesia all out of sorts, but then Artesia came storming back in the middle of the set. So final game of the season, if Lovington wants to extend it out a little bit longer tonight, they have to win this set. So do or die time. There's a little confusion on who's supposed to go in for Artesia. Yep, now they say Bracken Miller can go in for Caitlin Addington. So she's in, and it will be an Artesia serve to start this very third set off. As we click towards 7 o'clock this evening. So back to serve. It'll be Ivans once again. And she'll put it up and over a screamer. It'll be dug out by Pondo. Then to Dunlap, and then blocked at the net and out. And it'll be a point for the Lady Cats, as blocked at the net by Frederick, but returned it and out. That'll be Jabri Rios back to serve. Lovington leading 1-0. So 1 serving 0. Up and over for Jabri, then to the front line, and then splitting it through there was Frederick, and then Lovington will send the free ball back over. Onto the far side, and that one is going to be too long. Too much on that one by Padilla, and Lovington quickly up 2-0. Third set. Final game of the season for Lovington. Artesia, of course, will be in the playoffs. The only question is what their seed will be, and that one a miss hit by Whitmire. And Lovington a 3-0 run to start things off here in this third set. Hernandez goes over and gets the ball back to Jabri. Jabri will send that one over. Spinner. First contact. It'll be a free ball over as the libero Bracken Miller sends it into the middle. Dunlap sends it just long. Too much mustard on it for Shaylin, and that will give the first point of the set to Artesia, and it will give them the serve back. That'll be Whitmire up. And just a little push over there by Villarreal. And on third contact, Padilla hits that one over and blocked at the net and out. So tipped at the net, and now 3-2. Whitmire has done a lot of damage from the service line tonight. A couple of aces to go along with 8 service points and 5 kills. As she'll send that one up and over. Hernandez first contact. And over to Pondo, who sends the free ball over. Sent at the net, and then over, and Hernandez catches that one in the chin from Frederick. And now we are tied at 3-all. So Whitmire with another one put down. And up in a net serve will give Lovington the serve and the point. So now up 4-3. And Lovington came out. 3 quick points. And Artesia stormed back, and now Lovington back on the serve. Pondo up and over in a net serve, ties it up again. The unforced errors tonight have hurt the Lady Cats. Now Kirtland Miller back in, the setting specialist. Senior also serves. And she'll scream that one right over the line, dug out by the Lady Cats. Rios just going to have to send the free ball over. Miller to the front, then over to the side, and a kill up and down by Kirtland Miller. Or no, yeah, that was Miller. Was that Padilla over there? We'll give it to Padilla. Miller gets it, and a good save there by Lovington. Free ball put over by Pondo. Into the front, into the middle, just a little push over. Chavarria gets it over to Pondo, pops it back over to the front line, set by Miller, and then Padilla slams it into Rios, who catches it in the side of the net. Pondo manages to get it back over on the free ball. And Padilla once again blocked at the net and hit up into the rafters by Jabri. Third contact over by Pondo. Good volley here, and just a little soft one over, set up high. And then pushed backwards as Dunlap has to retreat back and gets it in. Dunlap with a long kill. After a long rally, Lovington back up 5-4, and they get the serve back. Never gave up on the play, took what Artesia gave them. And then Dunlap gets it down, and now Dunlap back to serve. Tied at 5-all. And then into the net, and that one slammed into the net by Addington. So Lovington now up 6-5. Here in the third set, must-win set if Lovington wants to continue their season. Dunlap up and over. That one dies towards the back line. To the front, Padilla. Back over, Dunlap, first contact. Gets it to Pondo and then sent back over on the free ball. Over to the side, Padilla up. And she'll manage somehow to get it back over off of the block. Then across the far side and out of position, out of system. Artesia will get the score, and we are tied at 6-all. Padilla back to serve. Back in will be Demery Howard. She comes in for Brooklyn Ivans. So now Padilla on the serve. Dunlap first contact to Villarreal. And Pondo sends it over. To the far side. That'll be Gay puts it over. And then contact and not able to get that one over. So Lovington will get the point as Artesia got it too close to the net, a net set. And it is 7-6. And that'll send Jackie Pondo back to serve. Jackie does have an ace in the match. Lovington leading 7-6 here in the third set. Setting it up for the boom, and it'll come down, and that'll be Addington with her fourth kill of the match. Ties it up. And will give it back to Artesia. So 7-all here in the third set. Artesia leading 2-0. Trying to put away the Lady Cats here tonight and finish their season. Lovington wants it to go just a little bit longer. Even though this will be the last game of the season. They'd like to get at least a set win or two out of it. Pondo back over. Miller digs it out. Then into the middle and then just a little pushover. Lovington keeps it alive. Sends it back over. Miller to the front, setting it up. And then that one well long by Howard. And Lovington will get the point and the serve back. So 8 serving 7. Chavarria. The junior to serve, gets it over, gets it somehow over the net. Artesia digs it out, and then it'll be just a little pushover for Whitmire. Lovington back, Dunlap sends it down. Miller somehow pulls it up off the floor, and then just a little heel pop over by Howard. And back, and on third contact, Lovington out of position, out of system. And we are tied once again at 8-all, back and forth here in this must-win set for the Lovington Lady Cats. That'll be Ellie McGahee back to serve it up. She'll jump, put that one down. Dunlap on first contact to Villarreal. Over to Pondo, blocked at the net and out. So score it for Lovington. And give them the serve back as well. And that'll be Soto back to serve. She did have a service point in the second set. Puts the spinner over. He flexes it, and then too long. Too much on that one by Whitmire. So now Lovington up by 2. 10-8 our score here in the second set. Third set, pardon me. Must win for the Lady Cats. To the middle, and that'll be a kill for Avery Frederick. Didn't have a lot on it, but hit it where they ain't, and that's what she did. And so that'll be 9 serving 10 with Ivans back in to serve it. Senior outside hitter and serving specialist. Ivans up and over. Hernandez back in. First contact. And Dunlap sends it over. Whitmire puts it right back in her face. Free ball over by Rios. Then back to the front, to the side. And that'll be a kill, another one for Frederick. Too much spin on it, too much to handle for the Lady Cats. As coming in for Artesia will be Megan Martinez. Her first action of the night. Ivans will continue to serve 10-all in the third set. So Ivans up, sends that one over. First contact. And then over. Somehow Artesia keeps it alive. Free ball over by Frederick. Lovington sets it to the front. Over to Dunlap. Blocked at the net. Hernandez sends it over. Then a free ball by Villarreal. Back to the net. Sending it over into the middle. Lovington keeps it alive. Heads up play. Good job by the Lady Cats. They'll try and regroup. Hernandez over. They'll get it to Dunlap on the outside hitter, and just too much for Shaylin. But no quit in the Lady Cats on that volley. Unfortunately, Artesia, no quit in them either. And they got the better of it. So Ivans to serve once again. Gets it over. Pondo first contact to Villarreal to Pondo, and too hard. And this is the point in time where if you're Lovington and Coach Size, you might want to think about the timeout here. Settle your girls down. Don't let Ivans, she's already on a bit of a roll. Don't let her stay there. Pondo to Villarreal to Rios, and then blocked at the net. And another point for Artesia. Now 13-10 our score. We click just past 7 o'clock here in the Mountain Time Zone. Thanks for being with us wherever you are. Ivans sends a curveball over. Lovington softly returns it, trying to get a little bit of trickeration going. Lovington will keep it alive, send the free ball over, and then blocked at the net. And we'll have a foot fault on the far side by Martinez. So Lovington breaks the string and gets the serve back. Jabru Rios back to serve. 11 serving 13. Still anybody's match here, so Jabri puts it up and over on kind of a little sideways spinner. And then slamming it down, but out is Frederick. So Lovington back to within a point on this Thursday evening. Jabri hits that one, and that one will go long. And it'll give Artesia the serve back, and back to a 2-point lead. As Whitmire to serve. She's one of the better servers for Artesia, but serves that one into the net. So the unforced error gets us back to within 1. And Villarreal to serve. Hernandez out. Back in is Chavarria. Villarreal, Rosa Villarreal, by far the most effective server tonight for the Lady Cats. That's a good one up and over. We'll give her an ace for that one. And we are tied at 14 apiece now. That is her 8th service point of the night. She has done her job from the service line, but sends that one long. I gotta quit talking nice about people because they seem to make errors when I do. So Artesia gets the lead and the serve back. It'll be Kirtland Miller to try and extend Artesia's lead. First contact made by Pondo to Villarreal to Dunlap, but too much for Shaylin. One thing about Dunlap, she has an awful lot of power. Sometimes just doesn't have the control quite there yet. Miller from the far left side, and she will send that one down, and it knuckles and dies, and timeout going to be taken by Lovington, now trailing 17-14. We'll be back as Lovington Lady Cat Volleyball continues. Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics. For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Back to it as Miller serves it up and over after the Lovington timeout, trying to stop the bleeding as Chavarria pushes it over. Set at the net, then over to the far side, and the kill put down by Megan Martinez, who just checked in and makes it 18-14. So Artesia now out to a 4-point lead, their largest of the set. A must-win set for the Lovington Lady Cats if they want their season to continue. Miller on her 5th service point. Villarreal to Chavarria, pushing it over. And to the front line, then just a little sideways push over by Caitlin Addington. That'll be her 5th kill of the game. And you just kind of feel the momentum has shifted over to the team in orange and black. Blue and white trying to get it back here before it is too late. Over, and Pondo it in, is blocked in the middle. Then Pondo, just a little push over and a whistle, and we're going to have a 2 hits for Lovington. Again, another unforced error. We've had too many of them tonight in what has been pretty competitive, at least at times, as Lovington somehow manages to keep that one alive. Into the middle, over. Martinez puts it up, and then confusion over who's supposed to handle it. And you hate to see this because the wheels have kind of come off for the Lady Cats here late in this 3rd set. As another point for Miller. Dug out. High Pondo, and then Chavarria pushes it over. Miller up and then to the middle. Lovington keeps it alive. Good job by Pondo. And then over, and then just over the head of a leaping Jackie Pondo. Jackie only 5'4". Not much she can do on that one. And it'll be another kill for Addington, and now 22-14. As that one's up, Chavarria sends it over, and then Dunlap will send the free ball back to Artesia. Into the middle, and it'll be Lovington on a net violation. So they will get the serve back. Trailing by 7, 22-15, and will be Dunlap back to serve. Try and serve Lovington's way back into this one. No room for error late now in the 3rd set. Must win for Lovington, and Dunlap right into the net. So now it's 23-15, and Artesia with the serve back to try and end it. And they've got Kaylee Padilla to do it. Padilla 3 aces out of her 6 service points. In fact, her first 3 serves were aces, and she'll put that spinner over. Rios to the front line. Villarreal handles it to Pondo. Sends a good shot down, but dug out by Miller. Back over, and Villarreal will set it to Pondo. To Miller, to McGahey, and then back over again. Now it'll be Rios pushing it over. Long volley here, and just a soft one handled by Chavarria. Over to Pondo. Sends it lengthwise, dug out by Howard. Howard back, blocked at the net, and sends it over, and Lovington will get the point and stay alive, 23-16. And whose turn is it to serve? And that'll be Jackie Pondo. She does have an ace tonight, so she'll try and get the Lady Cats back into this one. 16 serving 23. Up and over. Miller towards the front of the net where Miller sets it, and then a hot shot down and through. It'll be a kill for Addington. That'll be her 7th. And now it is set point, match point, season time for the Lovington Lady Cats as Brecken Miller, the libero, to try and end the season for the Lady Cats. She'll send the screamer over. It's up and over. Pondo pushes it. Then into the middle, to the middle. Push over by Whitmire. Lovington keeps it alive. Have to get it over this time. Good job there by Rios. Not sure why Miller goes that one. I think it stays out, and then the kill shot is going to be long. And so Lovington will live to play another point. And it'll be Isabella Chavarria. Bella Chavarria to try and keep the season alive, and timeout going to be taken by Artesia. So, or no, they ended it as they changed the call. So 25-16 the final. It looked like Lovington had survived, but indeed they changed the call. And so the Lovington Lady Cats fall in straight sets tonight and will end their season at 4-20 on the year. They will go 0-6 in district. Shaylin Dunlap, though, leads the Lady Cats with 6 kills tonight. 2 for Bella Chavarria, who also had an ace. Jay Barrios with a kill, 5 service points. Jackie Pondo with a kill and an ace. Rosa Villarreal had 8 service points, including an ace tonight. Adley Pondo, a couple of kills tonight for Lovington, too, as Addington, Whitmire, Frederick, Padilla, a whole lot of kills, aces. Ivans with aces, too. Artesia just too much for Lovington tonight. So that will end the Lovington Lady Cats season. But congratulations, they never gave up. They never quit fighting their way through it. Just didn't quite come out the way they wanted it under Coach Denise Signs and assisted by Melissa Blackwill. So with that, my friends, we will wrap this one up. Lovington Lady Cat Volleyball has been brought to you by Aftermath Hot Oil Services, Double R Pipe and Supply, Battle Energy, Eunice Pump and Supply, B&B Rentals, the First American Bank of Lovington, Bob's Thriftway, the Gandy Corp, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, the Lovington Schools, Ban Welding, and Stone Oilfield Services. For Tiff and Evie, keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. For Braden Cooper and for my partner in crime, Don Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Wildcat Gym. This has been an exclusive presentation of Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. We'll see you at Wildcat Stadium for the 5A quarterfinals next weekend. See you, gang.